Viva Las Vegas. G'day guys, look what I got. I've got me a delivery from Vevor today, one I actually paid for. And I'll give you two guesses what it is. So if you guessed an electric hacksaw or a bandsaw type thing, you'd be on the money. I won't waste 5 minutes of your time showing you me opening the box and unpacking this thing. We'll just do that off camera, and in about 2 seconds, you'll see what's in here. So here's what come out of the box, guys. I'm a little bit excited. Some would say Big Kev excited. Anyway, this is my new bandsaw. Got to put the blade on in a minute. Down here in the box, got 2 blades. Got a little bit of plastic on them so the kiddies don't cut their fingers. We got a instruction booklet, and we got 3 high quality Allen keys here, and they came in a little resealable bag. We'll pop some lollies in that for the grandkiddies. Anyway, I'm going to put this blade on. So first thing we're going to do, we'll take this little plastic thing off the blade here. We'll be careful not to cut ourselves. We'll throw that straight in the bin, and we have to take these little covers off from all accounts. Oh yeah, up, just slide backwards like that. We'll know for this one. I've just got it laying on its side so you blokes can see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, like that. Okay, now this thing. You can't really stuff this up. If you put it on the wrong way around, the teeth will be facing up. So this has got a loosening tab on here somewhere. We'll just spin it over. Right there. Yep, that's loose. I think we should be able to stick that on there like that. Round there. They have to go up in these little ball bearings, between these 2 little ball bearings. That's a bit tight. Probably should have gloves or something on, or do this with a pair of pliers. We'll turn it round so I can see it. Hang on, I'll get some pliers. Righto, look at that. So we should be able to just twist that, pop it in there. There we go. Took a bit of doing, but we got it there. That's not on there properly yet. This is child-proof, this thing. There we go. Righto, we'll lock that blade back up, or tension the blade back up, I should say. Pull that to there. That's. We better find out why that's not spinning. Well, after much looking, it does spin. It's just a little bit tight on that motor. Anyway, we'll pop these back on and then we'll plug it in and see if it works. There we go, they go back on nice and easy. We'll spin it upright and check the adjustment on that. That looks okay. We might pop that down a bit. Yeah, we'll have a look. Yeah, it's got a blade protector on here. You could probably lower that a bit. We will. Pop it down there, so we don't want it hitting the bottom, but we'll set it so it's close. You probably can't see anything, can you? Neither can I, blind Freddy. Righto, we'll find some electricity and plug this in and see if we can get it running. There we go, got some. Oh, it's even got a light. Okay, we'll go around the other side. Moment of truth. 6 speeds. We'll pop it down on number 1. I think that's the low one. We'll turn it on. Yep, that's spinning the right way. The teeth are going to cut. Turn that up. Oh, baby, this is going to save me some work. How's that work? We turn that up there, lift that like that, that slides back. Pop your steel in there, cut it off, piece of cake. Righto, let's find something and cut it. So guys, to test this out, I've got a couple of little bits of aluminium, a bit of bar stock and a bit of RHS, inch RHS. I've got some exhaust tube in here. This is one of the main reasons I bought it, because I want to start making some bends for an exhaust pipe for one of my motorbikes. So this thing here, can't see, but down in there, you can adjust this blade and cut different angles. So I'm going to be able to set that to 4.5 degrees or 9 degrees and make some beaut little bends on some exhaust tubing. We'll have a look at that after I've done some straight cuts on this stuff. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. I'll mount you back up on the tripod and see if I can get you into a viewing angle. All right, now for the first test run. We've got it set on speed. We'll put it on speed number 2. We'll cut it fairly slow and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you guys can see what we're doing. Probably not a good spot for that electricity cord. So far, that's working a treat. Get a load of that. That's going to be hot, isn't it? What a beautiful cut. That's magic. All right, let's try a bit of the flat stuff. About there. Quick change. Eat, sleep, repeat. I'll just speed that up a bit and see what happens. We'll go up to number 4. There we go. That's better than the old days at the ordnance factory with the hacksaw. That would have took forever. Righto, let's try a bit of the square RHS now. This is fun. I'm happy with this. Righto, let's try this one. Beautiful. Righto, we'll take that out, we'll dust it off, and we'll have a look at this angle adjustment on it, and we'll try and cut a bit of exhaust tubing. So hopefully you guys can see down in here, here's the angle adjustment. It's 0, it's where it's set now, then you've got 5, 10, 15, 20. The
the 5 degree mark is exactly 10 mil. I want to get 9 degrees, so if I'm going to move it round, I'll move it round to the 18 mil point, about there. We'll lock it in and we'll cut some exhaust tubing. We'll cut a few bits. So there we are down in there, got that set to 9 degrees. There's a little lever here that you use for loosening and tightening that, which you just lift up once it's in the right spot and you put it out of the way. Okay, let's put the pipe in. So we're using 38 mil exhaust tubing here. I've drawn a line along it there so that I can measure up from here to 19 mil. That way I'll keep it in the same orientation all the way around, and I should get the same cut every time I do it. So what I'll do is when I'm making the cuts, I'll cut one way, spin it round, do the other side. And I'll just come in, I do the math, but for the sake of the argument, I'm just going to come in 15 mil to the center at the top of that blade there, and they should all be the same length. Anyway, let's have a crack. All right, we'll make the first cut. This one's got a right angle here. This will have a 9 degree angle there. All right, we'll spin it round and cut an angle on the other side. So just off camera, I drew another line on the opposite side to the other one. I've spun it round. I've measured up here where we've come up 19 mil, and I've measured in from here to the blade. We're in 15 mil on the top. So we'll run that saw down through it and see how we go that one with this one. All right, we'll spin that round now and do the same again, cut a couple more pieces. And then I'll show you what we're doing. So there we go. There we've got 10 little pieces of exhaust tubing cut at funny angles. When we join all those together, we should get a 90 degree bend. So there's a couple of the pieces, 3 of the pieces in the sort of configuration that I'm looking for. One of the main reasons I bought this saw. So far it's proven itself terrific. I haven't been that pedantic with the measurements and whatnot. I just wanted to show you guys what I was doing. What I'll do is I'll get a bit of masking tape. I'll pop all these down on the table down here. I'll tape them together and give you a look at what can be potentially your outcome with a machine like this. So there you go, that's what you can do. That's just held together with tape. There we go, 180 degree bend for an exhaust pipe. I'm not going to take that over to the TIG welder and weld it up. But if I was making an exhaust for my motorcycle, that's the sort of thing I'd want. And this thing here is going to complement my little hobby machine shop like you wouldn't believe. It's going to save me a lot of work. But what would I say about this machine? From first impressions, it's grouse. It's probably the best thing I've bought since I bought the Vevor indexing head. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, hit the like and subscribe. Hype if you can. And I'll catch you in the next video.